why is it that it's the New York Times coupled with CNN, with a guy running CNN who used to be at the New York Times, leading the charge to take Biden down? I know they're competitive people, but this was rumored ages ago. Barack Obama didn't want him to run. Barack Obama still has a lot to say. Barack Obama's talking to a lot of people in the media. In fact, Joy Reid just let it slip the other night, saying how panicked those Obama folks were and are. Listen.
That said, I too was on the phone throughout much of the debate with Obama world people, with Democrats, with people who are political operatives, with campaign operatives. My phone really never stopped buzzing throughout. And the universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic. The people who were texting with me were very concerned about President Biden seeming extremely feeble, seeming extremely weak. And, you know, I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. President Biden had one job tonight, and it was one primary job. And yes, it was to litigate Donald Trump's, you know, criminality and all of those things. But he had to settle his own party. Mm-hmm. He needed to settle Democrats. Democrats, you know, they always talk about Democrats are bedwetters and Democrats are always panicking. Yes, Democrats are always panicking. They're always scared, right? They're always thinking they're going to lose. Like, Democrats are very pessimistic. This is just neurotic. Who they are. They're neurotic. But Joe Biden's job was to reassure them tonight. His job was to calm his party, to make them feel that, yes, I can do this. I have 4 more years in me. I have the ability and the stamina and the strength to do 4 more years. He did not do that.
No, he didn't. And so all of a sudden, the wheels got into motion. I think it's highly irresponsible that they did not do this ages ago, that they didn't communicate to him. And I get it. You know what? If you've had an older parent and you've had to go through the process of taking away the car keys, it ain't easy, right? Like, they want to hold on for dear life. And if they're starting to slip and dementia is creeping in, what you're going to start to find is that they become more belligerent. I'm not a doctor. I'm speaking from personal experience. I've seen this before, unfortunately, and most of us have, right? It's a pretty common occurrence. And so he's got, I like to say, the car keys to the entire world. He's the leader of the free world, and he doesn't want to give that up. Heck, he's worked his entire career for this. His son doesn't want him to give it up. His wife doesn't want him to give it up. So the people immediately around him don't want that to happen. So if you're Barack Obama and other Democrats and other donors, what do? You should have dealt with this ages ago, but you didn't. And now the you know what has hit the fan. And so they're putting out Kamala. Interesting. Couple things going on there. Number one, you can't overlook exactly the black female vice president who's next in line. I mean, you're kind of up a creek without a paddle there too, because she's also an absolutely positively terrible candidate who also cannot string a couple of sentences together. So just wait until the Republicans get a hold of that. They're going to have a field day. So you don't have a very good candidate there. She's not qualified in that she doesn't have the disposition. Heck, I mean, if I were her handler, I would get rid of that laugh today, yesterday, right? Kamala, sorry, you can't laugh like that. Kamala, you got to have a better answer than the root causes of migration when it comes to you needing to be in charge of the border. The one project she had, I mean, you want to talk about what's really a mess, the border and the economy. Her responsibility was the border, and she utterly failed. So the Democrats, including Obama, they know that Kamala Harris cannot win it. Ladies and gentlemen, she might actually be the most beatable candidate besides Biden or Hillary Clinton, okay? Like, let's just be honest with each other.